The Daily Code Snippet. With regards to the box model, the last aspect we should discuss is positioning. There are 5 values for the position property: static, absolute, relative, fixed, or sticky. Static positioning is the default. When you position an element with any of the other 4 values, you can then use top, bottom, left, and right to further position the element. Top, bottom, left, and right will not affect an element that is positioned static. An element that has the position property of static is considered in the normal flow of the page. We will look at a series of images and a short screen recording to understand what is normal flow and what it looks like when an object is out of normal flow, and in the next few videos, clarify the different position values. In the first image, we see 5 circular elements in static positioning. Here is the code for section 1, the HTML, and the CSS. In the next image, we have added borders to block off each section. We have added a border to our CSS targeting the section elements. Now we add a second section of 5 circular elements representing the 5 positioning states: static, absolute, relative, fixed, and sticky. Immediately, we see an element that appears out of place. This is the code for section 2. The HTML, and the CSS. As we scroll down, we see that there are actually 2 elements that appear out of place that were overlapping. As we scroll further, we get to section 2, where we see the 3 other circular elements. Here is a screen recording of the action of scrolling and how the additional elements behave. We will explain this behavior in the next few videos so that you can further understand positioning. Today we will look at absolute positioning. When the position property of an element is set to absolute, it is positioned relative to the nearest position ancestor, and if it has no position ancestors, it will position relative to the document body. When an ancestor element is positioned, it means the ancestor has a position other than static. An element with absolute positioning will move with page scrolling. Here is the HTML code for section 2 in our demonstration. We see that it would be the second circle element. Here is the CSS. So in our example, we are looking at a circle element with a red color. This image shows our absolutely positioned element was initially hidden behind another element. Even though this element is supposed to be in section 2, you can see it appears to be floating on top of section 1 and the navigation. Why is this? It is because it has been taken out of normal flow. Because its positioning is absolute and it has no position ancestor, it is positioning itself relative to the body of the page. And because the top and left are set to 100 pixels, it is offset from the top and left side of the browser window. Note, any margin will be added to the amount of offset. The fixed element has the same offset, and this is why they overlap. As the page is scrolled, the absolutely positioned element scrolls with the page while the fixed element travels. This is why it is revealed as the page is scrolled. When setting the position of an element to absolute, there are accessibility concerns. This is because these elements may obscure other content, especially if a user is zooming in to affect the text size. Even without zooming in, we see that our element obscures our section 1 heading, so this would be a problem for accessibility. Presented by Designers Learn Code.